Hi guys, welcome to Milky Singh Academy. This is Jaskira Singh here. Today in this video we are going to learn about how to use Edunext website, and specifically we are going to learn about how to create question papers and quizzes, and I'm going to cover everything in step-by-step manner. So do watch this video to the end for the complete information, and if you like my videos, do not forget to subscribe my channel. So first of all, open up your web browser. So I'm clicking on this Google Chrome here and type in the URL for Edunext Technology website. So I'm going to paste our school Edunext Technology link here. So as you can see, I have written the school code here SPMS. So maybe your school code is different for this Edunext Technology. So after typing in the correct URL here, just sign in through your ID and password. So mine is this one, and I'm going to sign in through my account here. So this is my password. So click on login. So after clicking on login, you will be logged into your Edunext this teacher panel here. So you can see teacher dashboard and e-learning. So in order to create question papers and chapters, so you have to click on this e-learning. So click on this button here. So when you click on this e-learning module here, so you can see all the options here like dashboard, chapter, e-content, question papers, quizzes, discussion, and all that. So in order to create a question paper, so you have to add chapters. So this is our first step here. So you have to create chapter first, and then from that chapters you are going to add your questions from that chapter into your question papers, and later on use that question paper to create quizzes for online test. So this is your first step. Click on this chapter option from the left navigation pane here. So when you click on this chapter option, you will see all the classes that are assigned to you by your school. So currently I have third to eighth classes here. So maybe you have more classes than me. So click on this any class in which you want to create a chapter. So we are going to create a chapter for different classes for different lessons. So I'm going to use 8th class here, and I'm going to create a chapter here. So currently you can see I have a 0 chapter in my computer subject here. So in order to create chapters, it's very easy. Just click on this computer option. You can see it is a clickable link here. So when you click on this chapter here, you will get this option here, add chapter. So you can see currently I haven't add any chapter, so that is why it is showing blank here. So just click on this add chapter option that is on the right part of this screen here. You can see add chapter. So when you click on this add chapter option here, you can see chapter number, chapter name. So you have to write in the chapter name and chapter number here. So I'm going to add a chapter number 1. So chapter name, anything like introduction to Windows. So just click on save, and you can create add some description if you want. Just add some description. And one thing important is that while you are adding chapters, this is for your own reference, so it is not going to visible to anyone else. So you can add description if you want here. Just click on save button to add this chapter. So this is how you can add chapters into your teacher panel in Edunext Technologies. So let's add another chapter. So chapter number 2, click on this add chapter and name the chapter number 2, and maybe the chapter number 2 is for introduction to HTML, and let me make it capital here. So any description if you want, just click on save. So you can see we have added 2 chapters, chapter number 1 and chapter number 2. So currently we haven't added any e-resources. So e-resources, like if you have put some video link or you have attached a PDF or some audio file, so that will come into your e-resources. And questions, so you can see we have added only no questions at all. So it created on which date we have created. So in the action option, you can see there are the 4 options here. So if you click on this pencil sign here, it is for editing your current chapter. So if you want to change the chapter name, so you can change it from there, or you can also change the chapter name, or you want to add a description, you can add there. And next one is your delete option. So this option is going to delete your chapter if you want to delete it. And this one is the topic. So you have different topics into your chapter, so this option is for that. It is not going to show us anything because we haven't had any question yet, because you can see 0 questions. So let's add some questions. So to add questions, just click on this question icon here. So that one, the green option, just click on it. So when you click on it, this window will open up here. So you can see serial number, question type, difficulty level, marks, time required in minutes, and actions. So before adding the question here, I want to share you something that you must be very careful while you are adding a question, like how many minutes you are allotting to a particular question, because later on when you are creating a quiz, it will be make you very difficult for you if you want to add questions and their timing. So it's a lot of math kind of thing. So you have to be very specific about the timings and marks, all that. So, but I will show you a trick that how you can add questions directly, and no need to worry about these minutes and marks. So let's add a question here. So click on this add question button here. So when you click on this add question button, it will open up this window here. You can say question type, difficulty level. Again, be make sure that you choose a difficulty level, because later on while creating a question paper you want to need this difficulty level here. So marks, time required, so it's very easy here. So let's add a question here. So I have type in some question in my this objective type questions here, because I will be showing you a, shortcut method that through you can add questions very easily. So I'm going to click on objective type questions here. So I'm going to open up this Word file here and going to copy my questions from here. So I'm going to copy this question. So this is my first question, and I specifically highlight the right answers, because you are going to need that while adding the objective type questions here, because you have to put the right answer and select the right answer for there. So just open up this module here. So type of question is objective type. I'm going to add a objective type question, and difficulty level is medium. So I always put my question in medium level. So, and marks is 1, and time is also 1 minute. So this is my marks is for 1 minute, and time required for 1 minute. And now I'm going to copy this question here. So copy and paste here. So I'm going to paste here. It is not going to show this option. So Control V, you can do this from your keyboard. And guys, you can also do this from your mobile, but in mobile you have certain limitation that you cannot do certain things here. So all is good here. So we have added a question here, and I'm going to add all the options here. So I'm going to copy all the options here. So just click on right click and copy. So very easy here. And I'm going to paste it in the question itself, because it will save you a lot of time while you're writing. So it is asking me to use the shortcut keys from the keyboard. So these are the options. So I'm going to cut all the options from here and going to paste it in the options here. So supercomputer and laptop, so mini computer. So this is how you can add questions here. And file servers, I'm going to cut and paste here, and going to delete this C option here. So you can also do that if you are trying to copy from the Excel Word file or any file. So this is how you can add objective type question. So we have added a question here and all options here. Now I told you that I highlighted the right answer, so it will make your chapters while you are adding question into chapter very easy. So laptop is the right answer. So I'm going to select the right answer is the laptop. So here you can select the right options here, or if you want to add a solution, you can add a solution. So I'm going to write here, laptop are very easy to carry, or something like that. You want to add a solution to your question, or you can add another option here. Click on here to add new row. So you can add another row like none of these. So if you want to more than four options, so none of these you can add from there, or you can add another option here. Just click on right option. So this is our question here. This is our objective type question, medium difficulty level, 1 mark, 1 mark, and language translation. If you want to add a Hindi or any other language in this question, you can also do that. So all is good here. We have added the solution and all that. Click on save. And guys, you have there are two options here, save and new. So if you click on save, it will save the questions. So And if you click on save and new, it will add the same type of question that you have just added, like objective, difficulty, and marks. So let me show you. I'm going to save and new. I'm going to click on the save and new. So you can see when I click on save and new, it has added the same type of question, same type of difficulty level, marks and time. Just I have to add another question. So this is how you can save and new. You can click on save and new. So I'm going to copy all these questions here. So I'm going to add and paste here. So just use your keyboard. So I'm going to cut here. So all the options I'm going to cut here and paste here. Just you can use all these tricks here to set up your question paper very fast or easily. So this is how you can add. So now I'm going to cut from here, just cut and paste. So this is very easy steps you can follow. So I'm going to copy this third option. So that is how you can do this. Let me copy and paste here. So I'm going to paste all the options here. You can delete A, B, C if you want. So we all is good here. And this is the question most powerful computer is, that is your supercomputer. So if you want to add a solution here, you can add a solution here. So all is good here. I'm not going to click on save and new. We have added two questions here. Click on save. So this is how you can add questions. So we have added two questions here. So this is my first question that is added just before the second question. This is my second question, objective, medium, and all that. And here you have another option. If you want to add another question here, just click on add questions. So if you want to export to Excel, so just click on this button here and it will create an Excel file for you. And you can copy or paste and share it to someone you want. Just you can see all the questions here all in the Excel file. So you can see here. So supercomputer, all the options are there. So you can also copy or share your Excel files from there. So next thing is our let's add a subjective type also question. So I'm going to click on chapters. We're going to come back here to the classes here, 8th class, and two chapters I have already added. So I'm going to click on this computer subject, computer class here. So let's add another chapter. So I'm going to delete this chapter here because we haven't added anything into this chapter here. So let me delete this chapter here. So it is going to delete this chapter. So let's add a subjective type questions. So chapter name. So I'm going to write it chapter 3. Chapter name, anything, computer, subjective questions. So you can also do add question like click on save. So it is going to add another chapter here and click on this questions option here to add the subjective type of question. All the processes will is almost same. Just click on add question and from the question type just select subjective. So difficulty level, medium, hard, or easy. Marks I'm going to write for 5 marks and I'm going to give them 10 minutes. Select category, so very short answer, long answer. So I'm going to select long answer. So for that also I have created a Word file here. So let me close these subjective questions. So you can also do that, create a list in your Word file and then later on add these questions from there. So you can find it very useful because sometimes this website doesn't respond to your questions and all that. So click on save and new because we are going to add two questions here. So just the same questions. So I'm going to open up the Word file here. So types of computer. This is my second question that I'm going to paste in the this question type here. So let me Control P. So this is my second question. So this is how you can add questions. So click on this save button. So I'm just going to add only two questions, but you can add as many as questions that you want. So we have added two questions here. So first one is this one and second one is this one. So all is good here. You want to export it to Excel, you want to edit a question, just click on this edit button and you can edit the question and then save it. So you can do a lot of things here. So all is good here. We have added the chapters and we have added the questions, both the objective and subjective type. So in chapter 1, I'm going to, in the chapter number 2, we have added the to objective type questions. So let me change something here. So I'm going to change the name of these questions here. So for example, I'm going to write all objective type of questions. So the reason of mine doing this is I just show you in a second here. Just click on this save button here, and I'm going to change the name of this chapter here. So I'm going to write here computer subjective question. That is good here because just we are going to add our question paper. We are going to create a question paper. So let's create a question paper. So to create a question paper, you have this option here. You can see question papers. Just click on it, and currently I haven't add a question paper, so you have to come here to this. So this is your second step. So second step is to add question paper. Just click on this add question paper option here. So now you can see you have to write in the question paper name. So I'm going to write demo question paper. So I don't want my examination in charge, so I'm just making it for tutorial here. So demo exam test, so I'm going to write that. So that is my paper name. So it's private, so I'm going to let it private. If you want to make it for yourself only or visible to admin, just select that options from here. So I'm just going to make it private here. So select class, so I'm going to select 8th class. So for here, if you added question in the different classes, just choose that class here. So if you choose the 8th class, it is going to show all the questions that you have added in the chapters of this class, particularly this class. So subject name computer, and test duration. So test duration, maybe I'm going to add for 10 minutes. So 10 minutes is the duration. So now we have the selection mode, manual, auto, direct. So this selection mode means that how you want to import your questions from this chapter. So that particular chapter that you have added in the 8th class. So just click on manual, so you can see the clear look of your questions. If you select manual, you can also select auto if you want, and direct is going to directly add all the questions. So manual is the right option. So here it is showing you to select the chapter. So just click on this. I have added 2 chapters only in the 8th class. So all objective type questions. So I'm going to select that. So question type, objective, and difficulty level. So as I told you guys that be very specific while you are adding which kind of difficulty level. So I added all the question in medium difficulty level. So here you can see 2 questions are available because we have added only 2 questions. And question required, so question required, I'm going to write 2, and duration must be 2 minutes. So 2 minutes, and it is going to be on how many marks? 2 marks. So you can also change the marks here. So this is all. And if you want to add another row, so you can also that. If you have added a different type of chapter name, so you can do that from here. Just click on save and next. So it is going to add another things here. So question selection. So here you can see a plus sign here at the right side of this window. So these are the 2 questions. Just select both of them here, and I'm going to add and click on save and close. So next one is your question paper header. So if you want to add a question paper header, like all questions are compulsory, instructions. So I'm going to select all questions are compulsory, school name, and all that. If you want to add, you can also select or unselect some certain options here. So logo, total marks, or all that. So you can do a lot of things here. And here at the bottom, just click on save button. And at last we have this question paper preview. So just click on it, and you can see all the questions I have added here. So just click on save button. So we have added only 2 questions. So this is the first question, and this is the second question here. So click on save button, and we have added a question paper into our question paper. So I'm going to come back to question papers. So here you can see demo exam test. So this is for objective type of questions. So let's add a question paper for subjective type of questions. So if you are creating question paper for objective and subjective, different question papers for different things, so click on add question paper, and here I'm going to write again demo exam test. So I'm going to write here subjective. So subjective here is private to you, visible to admin. I'm selecting both of these here. So I'm again going to select 8th class because I have added only 2 questions in the 8th class. Subject name computer, and selection mode is manual. So here I'm going to select subjective type of questions, and question type is my subjective questions. Difficulty level is medium, and select category is that long answer because I have added all the 2 questions in the long answer category. So make sure that you write down somewhere, like you can write here directly in the answer sheet. So I'm going to write long answer, so it will be very helpful for you, so you will not get confused in these things while you are make a question paper in Word file and then select all the questions and write some things for your own reference. So I'm going to write here. So all 3 questions are long answers. So 2 questions are available because we have added 2 questions. 2 questions required, and duration must be 10 minutes and marks will be 10. So this is how we can add. If you want to add a new row, just click on this, click on here to add new row, and click on save and next. So it will kindly insert the test duration. So we have a duration. So duration is 10 minutes. So just click on save and next. So just click, after clicking on save and next, click on option selection here. So click on this plus sign here and select the both of the questions here, first and second. Or save, you can say the total duration of these questions exceed 10 minutes. Why it is happening? Because 10 minutes. So click on save and next. So maybe some glitch in the website, but we have added all the questions correctly here. So question paper header, so I'm going to select all the question paper are compulsory and click on save button. And at last you can see the question paper preview. So we have added 2 questions of 5 marks each. Click on save. So you have successfully added a question paper here. So just now come back to this question paper here. Just click on question papers. So you can see all the question papers that we have added in different class. So I have only added in the 8th class. So demo exam test for objective type of questions. So demo exam test for subjective type of questions. And here again in the action buttons you have added option, you have delete option, and you have preview option, and you have this option here, question PDF. So you can also create a PDF here. So if I click on this option here, you can see I have this question paper, my school name and all that. So currently I have added only 2 questions, that is why it is showing me empty. And if you want to take a print of this thing here, just click on print, and you will can take out a print of this thing. Just select the destination as a save as PDF and click on save, and it will be going to save it as a PDF here in our desktop. So I'm going to save it from in the desktop here. So this is how you can take a look at your question papers here. So preview, just click on preview button. So it's going to show you the preview of your questions here. So this is how student are going to see these questions here. So just click on this back button here. So this is how you can add question papers here. So our last step number 3 is to create a quiz. So in order to create a quiz, just click on this button here, quizzes. So just select this option here. So the work that we have done so far is all that we can create a quiz. Quiz means that your question paper that is going to publish to the students. So here currently we have no question paper, no quizzes just created here. So I'm going to click on add quizzes. So add quizzes button, I'm going to create a quiz. So this is the title of your quiz here. So demo quiz for testing objective. So this is my title here, quiz date. So quiz date must be, I'm going to select it for later in December, so I don't want to create any problem for my students here. So timing, set timings, any timing, like I'm going to select 9:40. So end time, like anything you can select 10:40, 1 year, academic year 2021, after teacher approval. Result type means that the teacher is going to approve the result and then it is going to publish to the students. Select class, so I'm going to select my 8th class here, and section, so section A and section B. I have selected all both the section here. So group, if you want to add the group, or you can do that. Subject name is computer. Question paper, so here you can see Without step number 2, you cannot create a quiz. So here you can see we have added only the 2 question papers, demo exam test and demo exam test subjective. So I'm going to select this objective type of question. So I'm going to select that. So exam duration. So exam duration is 10 minutes and maximum passing marks is 1. And all that we have added. Just click on this plus sign because this is very important that advanced editor required, that you want your question students that they can edit, use the advanced editor in this website here, attachment required, so that we have added only a objective type, then we do not require any attachment. That is going to happen in the subjective type of questions. Is shuffle question, so if you want to shuffle the question you can select these things here. Hide marks, if you want to make the questions hidden from the students, click on save. So result will be published after the teacher approval. Do you want to continue? Just click on continue. So successfully we have added a quiz here. You can see not yet started. So let's add a subjective type of quiz here. Add quizzes. So now I'm going to again write the demo subjective. So this is my title here, subjective. So this is my subjective. Quiz date is, let's make it again December. So I don't want to confuse my students. 9:40, 10:40 academic year 2021 after teacher approval. So teacher is going to approve. So I'm going to select the 8th class here. So this is my 8th class and section A and section B. So select the group if you want. Total 88 students here. Computer, and selection question paper type is demos exam test subjective. Duration is 10 minutes. So I'm going to write 20 minutes for here. Maximum passing marks is 5. So you can set all these things here. So it's pretty easy. No big deal here. So just click on this options here. So here you can see advanced editor required. Yes. Attachment required. Just select that. And a shuffle question you want to. And here you can see is consolidate attachment. So that is what is that? That if students are going to make a PDF and then going to upload it on the Edunext website. So there, this option must be checked in. So you have to select this option and turn it on, so that students can send their PDFs to their required teachers and teacher can check rightly from the PDF itself. So this type of quiz only support browser. So just click on save button and we will be successfully created. So on a given time frame, the quiz already scheduled for 8th. Just click on OK. So we have just made these quizzes just for demonstration. So here in the action button you can delete these things and all that. So this is how you can create a questions and chapters and quizzes in Edunext website. So this is all. So first go to your chapters and add chapters here. So different classes have different chapters. We have added 2 chapters here. So in computer, we have added 2 chapters, one for subjective, one for objective. After that, we have created a question paper. So 2 question paper have been created so far. So we have added the questions from the chapters itself, and later on we have created the quizzes. So this is how you can do. So make sure that you use a Word file and copy all your questions from there. So that will be very easy for you and you can create question paper in very less time. So guys, this is all that how you can manage your Edunext website and how to you can create a quizzes and all that. I hope that I have cleared everything in this video, and if you like my videos, do subscribe my channel. Thanks a lot and see you soon.